Welcome to our video on how to export a report in Salesforce. My name is Steve, and in the next few minutes you will learn how to create reports in Salesforce that take advantage of this super easy to use and powerful tool. It's my opinion that every user will benefit by knowing how to get what they want out of Salesforce using reports. In the description I've included links to our reports and dashboards playlist where you can explore every video that we've made about reports. I've also included a really helpful video about optimizing Salesforce and increasing results. Check those out when you can. Now let's get into it. All right, you're about to see what I think is one of the more powerful features in Salesforce and Salesforce reporting, and that is the ability to export a report to an Excel file or to a CSV. So to do that, we're going to start by creating a new report. So I'm going to select my Reports tab from my app that I'm in. If you don't see reports here, you can always click on what's called the 3x3 and type in reports, and that will take you to the reports section. Now here I want to do a new report, and I'm going to select opportunity data just to make it easy to see the data. So let's do opportunities here. And so I'll select opportunities and select the report. Now at this point, if I want to export this report, I need to run it. But before I do that, I want to save it. I'll show you something real quick. I run this report quick, and if I want to just export it here, I have the option to export. But this report, I won't save it for future use. It's just literally dumping the data, and then I won't have it again. So I'll come back to, I'll show this in just a second after I've saved it. But if I select export here now, it gives me this option to see details only. Now, the reason it's only giving me details only is because I didn't do anything fancy to this report. I literally pulled up the report, I hit export. So there's no formatting at the moment of this report, which is why I see details only. But if details are all you want, this works fine. So in this case, I can do Excel or CSV, and I can export the data. I'll go ahead and do CSV just because I want to show you how this works. Now on my screen right here, this is my download section. Actually, it looks like my tab is gone. But if I select download CSV and I hit export, you'll see it go into my downloads here, and then it'll show you the report right here. And so I can open this in Excel and see the raw data. I can also export it to another format, etc. So that is the very basic element of how you export data from Salesforce. Now, in this example, I want to do a little bit more formatting to the report. So I'll do edit here, and now if I wanted to just save this like I was describing a few minutes ago, I could do that. But in this case, I want to add a little bit of grouping to the report, make it a little more formatted just to show you the difference of the formatting option. So in this case, I'm going to go over to my outline, and I'm going to add a row grouping, and I'm going to do that on stage. Now when I do that, you'll see that it now subtotals by stage, and I'm going to summarize the amount field, and so I'll go ahead and do that. Now I go into this in a little bit more detail in another video that we have about summary reports and matrix reports, and that's available in our reports and dashboards playlist, which is linked in the description. So in this example, I now have a subtotal and I've got a little bit more formatting. So I'll go ahead and save this, and I will give this my new name. Salesforce gives it a unique database name. I can give it a description if I want to share it with other people, and I can share it in a private or public folder. In this example, I'm in a private folder. But if I choose select folders, then I have access to all the other folders as well as the ability to create new folders. I'm going to keep it private for the moment. And when I do that, I now have the ability to group this, export it, etc. Now because this report has been saved, I now have other options available, such as the ability to subscribe to it. I can copy it by save as, I can subscribe to it, I can export it, and I can also push it to a dashboard. So the benefit of saving it obviously is you get to reuse it, but you also get access to some other capabilities. So now if I go to export, I now get the ability to format it to Excel, or I can do details only, which is CSV. I'll do formatted just so you can see what it looks like. And same thing here, you'll see it go into my downloads. And then now if I open this up, it doesn't keep the formatting exactly, but it does open up the report in a little bit better way. So now it's a little bit formatted. You can see it's not exactly the same, but it's still pretty good. And this is a great example. You're just going to share this with somebody. You're not going to do any analysis to it. This is a great way to export the data. If, on the other hand, you wanted to do your own formatting to it, then I would recommend that you just export the raw data. And I'll show you what that looks like. And in that situation, if you do that, then you have the capability to sort of manipulate the data a little bit. So I'll keep it in XLS just so you can see it and see what it looks like. So now I'll go ahead and open that up. So in this example, you can see the data that got exported. It's still formatted a little bit in Excel versus just if I did CSV, it'd see something like this, which is just raw data. It has the cells here. They didn't do anything to the data. So your choices really are you can keep the format like you're seeing here when you export it, or you can just do details only. And so formatting, you only have the option to do Excel. Details only, you have the option to do Excel or CSV. Still a little bit of formatting in Excel, the way I showed it. Generally speaking, if I'm going to just work with data, I dump it to CSV. That way there's no interpretation from Microsoft on how to work with it, and then I can put it into Excel the way that I want to. And some of that's just my opinion, but that's a quick overview of how to create and export reports in Salesforce. Thank you for watching this video. On the screen and in the description, I've included links to our reports and dashboards playlist. And I've also included a 5-minute video that will share 3 strategies that we use to increase results and reduce Salesforce license costs through a Salesforce program called OSP. Please spend a few more moments of your precious time with us, and we will help you take Salesforce to a whole new level in your company. Finally, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.